Hey, what's up, guys? New day out here at the property, and it's a little chilly right now. Haven't started doing anything, so it's a little breeze is a little cool, but not bad at all. I'm Brandon. Up there's Blisto. Today we're gonna get started getting this shed base built. I think I got enough supplies. I'm hoping it's already started. I did some last weekend that didn't go too well, but I'm going to get on it today and try to get all these bricks in and get all the cement and rock and everything and the base squared up. And right here, get more bricks in there and get it all ready to go to start framing for next weekend. Probably have to take the trailer back to load up all the wood that I have at home. So I'm gonna get started. I got about 1,200 pounds of concrete to move and some rocks and some pavers. So that's all gonna be fun times. But I'm gonna take my time and get it done, and we'll see how it goes. So stop talking and get to work. All right, well, I came over here, kind of blew off all the leaves and stuff that were piled up to give me a good clean working surface. I think this is where I want to put it. I just kind of laid out the boards to see how it would look. And I think I just want it to be squared up with the carport over the RV. So I ran the little rope out here to just get it dialed in right there. Come over this way. I think I like the spot. Lines up nice, good there. It's a little close to that tree, but I think it gives me enough space. And now, get over here and get the level. Just see, I haven't done any groundwork or anything yet. But let's see. Yeah, it looks like a pretty flat spot. So I'll get the level out here. And if you can see the bubble, but she's money right there. That's nice. Let's see about this other side. Oh, that's not money. This side over here to the left needs to go down. The right side needs to go, well, not showing pretty level. Nothing under my level here, is there? Oh. All right, well, a bubble broke there. I think that's pretty level. Level enough for me, at least. That looks level. Man, if I ain't got to do any groundwork, this is going to be awesome. I can just lay out the bricks and get going. So, yeah, doesn't look like any groundwork needed. I'll lay out the bricks and then check them. But, yeah, I just need to get this area marked off around here so I know where to put the bricks and get to work. All right, well, that's the basic idea and layout here. Going to put the rest of the bricks from over there inside, and then I'll make sure the base is squared up again once I get those all in. And the idea is I want it off the ground some, because when we get a real bad rain, it can get flowing water through here. So I want it up off the ground without the boards being on the ground where nothing inside can get wet. I don't want a void space down on the bottom where anything can crawl in there and live. Snakes, mice, and whatnot. But that's the basic layout. I kind of got it evened up all around the edges. I think I need to get some screws and stuff to bolt the 4x4s together. All right, I went around collected a bunch of stuff. I don't have any lag bolts that are long enough, right? These are gonna end up, they're just as wide as the 4x4, so they're 3.5 inches, I guess. So I'm gonna have to countersink them to get into the other one. So I got me a drill bit, so I'm just gonna go around and countersink 2 holes at each corner, screw these together. And I'm gonna put a piece of tape on here. That way I know how far in I can need to go. I'm just gonna go in just about as deep as this socket before it really widens up. So I'll put the tape right about there. Just use that as my guide. Pop 2 holes in here and do that on each corner. Then bolt these together. One here. Make sure my socket will go down in that, which it won't, of course. I need to get me some bigger drill bits. Yeah, this first is gonna be all jacked up. All right, that got me down there. Let me go see if I got something else that I can drill this better. All right, well, I got a better bit, bigger bit. See how this does. Well, that was so much easier. All right, I'm gonna go around and do that on each side here. All right, well, got it mostly laid out. It's not gonna be perfect, but I'm just putting all the pavers underneath it, and then I'll fill in with cement and rock above that. Hopefully it works. It worked good on the lean-to. And I'm short, I think I counted 35 bricks if I keep doing that. I don't know what's cheaper, those bricks or just getting some rocks and putting it under there. I think it'll serve the same purpose. So I don't know if I'll just get a lot more bag of rocks or go ahead and get 35 more of those. Guess we'll see. All right, well, I got about 40 bricks to move out of there and to put down in there. I already showed doing these, and these will be done in like 1 second. All right, I got all the bricks put in. Don't worry about it being unlevel because I'm putting concrete throughout there. All the sides are level, and I guess that's what mainly matters. The center doesn't, like I said, filling it up with concrete and rocks. And I also got some braces here, some corner brackets that I'm gonna put in each corner. Make sure it all stays together when all the weight of the cement and everything gets in there. Then I got some little lag bolts here. Not much. I'm just gonna drill them in little ways so they stick out about halfway and grab the concrete to keep the base steady. I was gonna drill holes and do rebarb, and that seemed like just a lot of work that I didn't want to do. Any bigger, longer bolts are just extremely expensive. So I just bought a whole box of these quarter inch lag bolts that I can use all the time. And I'm just gonna put 3 on each side sticking out. Just like I said, give it a little grip to the concrete. So now I need to go get a drill and put all those lag bolts in. All right, I got my drill, so we'll go around and just pop all these in real quick. All right, well, got all that, all those put in, all the corner braces in, brackets in, and still looking at this. That's pretty level there. Come around to this other side, and pretty level there, and level enough there, and level enough there. So that's all four sides level enough. Now I need to go get my tape measure and make sure that it's square enough. That's going to be a big deal. The level I'm not too worried about. On the ground out here, when it gets wet and dry, it swells and cracks, and it'll just be what it is. It's close enough. I'm not going to make it perfect. It was pretty much within the bubble, or the two lines anyways. It was closer to the one on most spots, but I said I'm not going to worry about it. Make sure this is all square here in a second, and then I'll need a water hose and get all my bags of cement over here. I don't know if I should break this up into like 4 pours, put a board across the middle and a board across there, and do one section at a time. That's a lot to try to get down. I think I'll do that. Like I said too, this ground moves out here a lot, so I think that might be good for that too, giving it a little room to move if it needs to. So let me get some boards, get a saw, get some more stuff, and we'll be back. All right, well, that's the idea. Just gonna put some of these old fence pickets that I got. I've been sitting around forever. Be a good use for them. And just break this off into 4 sections here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And go ahead and measure out center of each area. Cut them, stand them up, pour rock and concrete, be done. Sounds easy, right? Hopefully it goes smoothly, but there's gonna be a lot of carrying of heavy stuff. So let's get started. All right, well, I got those cross members in there. You might have seen me struggling on that far one over there under the tarp. It's because, remember when I said that it didn't matter about the center being level? Well, that was before I started putting those sections in to make it four squares, because that piece was sticking up and there's a tree root, old tree stump, small stump, but it's right in those boards, and it's making some in the middle, right where that board was, go up like that. So I had to trim out a arch to go over that to keep it in line. But I measured from corner to corner, and it's about 136 on both. So I think that's close enough to being square. It was a hair off, but I'm not gonna mess with it. I think that's as close as I'm gonna get. And this wood is, a lot of this wood I'll be using for this build is that cold lumber. Can't see any purple on it, but it is the cold lumber from Home Depot. So that those 4x4s are normally, $6, and it was 70% off that. So it's not the best wood, and I'll have to deal with it and make adjustments as I go, just like I did on the lean-to. But I think that turned out pretty good, and it was a good learning curve to do this. And I need to go get some scissors to cut that black tarp there. Came in something with an Amazon shipment, but there's a gap over there where the bricks are about that much, and I don't want to cut bricks because that's a whole nother pain. So I'm just going to put that down and put it on that edge to make sure that it just doesn't fall down in there and the concrete can dry up top. So let me get some scissors. Got the water hose all ready. I got some bags of cement there. I think I got 6. I got another 3 here and another 10 or so in the shed that I still got to get. But I'm going to get started on pouring that rock here in a minute, or the concrete and the rock. All right, I got the scissors. Got that cut best it's gonna do. Don't know if I need to worry about the rest. I got some cardboard and stuff in the shed left over from Amazon boxes and stuff. And since there's a lot of spaces in there, I'm gonna pour down a layer of concrete and then put rocks and then another layer of concrete and keep going up. I'm just wondering if I should get some of that cardboard and just put it down in there so it doesn't fall in the cracks when I put the first layer of concrete. I'm gonna go ahead and do that corner over there that's fully covered good, and then I'll decide on that. All right, that's how I am doing my shed base. Don't know if it's right. I don't know how to do concrete. I'm just doing it, and it doesn't matter if it's exactly flat as long as it works. And it's not like it's a high traffic area where I'm gonna walk in there and go, oh, no, there's a little wavy area right here. It's gonna be fine. Put generators in, barbecue pit, you know, other things. I think it looks pretty good. I think it'll work. And it took 6 bags of concrete, 2, 4, 5, and 3/4. And I used 2.5 bags of rocks. And I still got, so that means, say 3 bags of rock. So I need 3, 6, 9. I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow. All right. And I said 5 bags of concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 6. I don't know how many bags of concrete, but I need 18 more, and I don't think I have enough. But I'll have to go check that out. But that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna have to do it 3 more times for the other sides, and we ought to be golden. So I'll catch back up with you and let you know how it goes and if I have any issues. All right, I guess I had a miscalculation because I thought I counted all my cement and had plenty. And I've only got 3 squares done. I still got a 4th one to do and only have 4 bags of concrete left. So instead of only using the rock as a filler, I'm gonna put those pavers down in there. They sit a good, yay much below the top, so it'll still have a good layer of concrete, and I think that'll fill my gap. So let me get this, go get those last 4 bags of concrete and throw it in there and then see how it looks. All right, well, pretty much went at that with a hope and a prayer that it might work out, and it didn't. I'm still short some right there, but otherwise it's all done. I'll just get another bag added in there next week, and when I get to start the framing. All in all, I think it came out pretty good. Pavers is my base all the way across. 4x4s as my base framing, and then concrete in the center. Ain't nothing gonna live in there. Ain't nothing gonna get through there, I hope. It's up off the ground, so the board should stay good for a long, long time. And yeah, I'll get to start to putting up the frame next week. I'll have to get the trailer hooked up and take it home tomorrow to get all the wood out of my garage, which will be a nice thing too, because it's been sitting in there for 6 months or so. So it's getting pretty late. My back is hurting a little bit from all the carrying. I think I counted 23 bags of 60-pound concrete. Wish it was 24, but it isn't. So I've pretty much got everything cleaned up, straightened up. Just need to get the water hose back, and that's it. You know, my trash put up, take the Segway, put it back. Yep, just going over what I need to do in my head here. So I guess till next time, later.